today's episode, we are talking about product or service launches. Now, in order for your product launch or service to be successful, people need to be excited about it. And that's for the purpose of this episode, like a product launch, service launch. That could be a new single, if you're an artist, a new service, you're an accountant, you've got a new accounting service, you're a restaurant and you've just launched a new restaurant or a new lunchtime menu, a service like that. So for the purpose of this episode, it's the product or a service that your business is providing. Welcome to the Elevate Your World podcast. This podcast is for anyone who wants to take their business to the next level. Each episode tackles a topic relevant to entrepreneurs and those looking to start a business. I share tips and tricks on how you can grow your business, find success, and elevate your life. I am your host, Jules. Now, part of pre-launch strategy should be to build hype. I use the word hype because I'm hyper. But to build a hype and generate the excitement, that buzz, what is this? What's coming? What's Elevate doing? And I'm just going to go through some creative ways you can actually do this. Right. So let's get started with this. Number 1, get to know your audience. Oh, this one. You know, some people normally business owners, they just throw their product out there and they don't actually really know. Like when I speak to them, what's your target audience? They'll be like, everyone. And I'm like, no, not everyone is your target audience. You have to have a specific target audience and you need to build that strong relationship with them. And that's knowing what excites them about your product or service. And you can use this to build that excitement, that hype. So figure out where they spend their time on social media, maybe where they are physically, so you can get to talk to them there, wherever that is. These days it's mainly online, but there are other places as well. But it's important to do that research. Number 2, now this one, you can hold a big event for the launch. It should be something really fun, something really exciting that will make a big impact to your audience and make your product launch a big success. Now, with that saying that, number 3, you can hold a small pre-launch event. And that would include some things like a social media competition, perhaps, where you can do free giveaway, free samples. And then with that, you can get feedback on the product or service. As an example, could be a album listening. Now, this isn't a big album listening where you have all your fans, 100 people. No, this album listening can be with 10 key industry people. Yep. And then they can give you, obviously you give them the album and then they'll give you feedback on your album before you do the big launch. Number 4, talk about the benefits of your product or service to emphasize the way it will improve the lives of the consumer or the audience. And this will be through your marketing content. Paint a clear, vivid picture of what life will be like with this product or service. Number 5, build up the excitement as you approach the big launch day. Share more content online or whichever the channels that you're using, TV, radio, etc. Interact more with your audience or the consumer and keep reminding them that something big is coming. It's coming, that it just keeps creating that hype for the audience, that excitement. What is it? What's coming? Number 6, choose the best launch date. Now, this one's important, and this goes back to number 1, where you know your audience. It's important you don't clash with other businesses or other big events or things that are happening. So figure out when the buying season is for your market, for example. If you can, tie it in with something seasonal, if that makes sense to you, or something that's being currently talked about. Number 7, offer pre-orders and add a discount or a freebie or an incentive to the pre-order. And announce how many pre-orders you're getting as the launch day approaches to show that people are excited about buying early. Number 8, create a sense of mystery. Now, slowly and gradually reveal information about your product. Produce like a trailer, like a teaser, or offer hints about what's to come. And a sense of mystery makes the launch look like a great book where a reader can't wait to turn to the next page. What's next? What's next? What's coming? Number 9, enlist influencers early on. That would be maybe like in the pre-launch phase, and get the influencers talking about your product. And it will seem to your audience like everyone everywhere is getting excited and getting really hyped up for it. And number 10, use a countdown timer. This is really good if on your website. Some of the social media apps have timers as well. But yeah, use a countdown timer as you get closer to the date. Keep reminding people how many days are left to the launch. Or, you do your countdown flyers from, 30 days, 2 weeks, 14 days, etc. like that. That really creates that anticipation. Right, there's no such thing as too much hype when it comes to a product or service launch. So put your efforts towards building this excitement and keep track of all the activities, track the numbers, the metrics, so you can see what works and what actually doesn't work. And then you can do it better for your next launch. Right, thank you so much for listening to this. And if you do have a launch, whatever the launch is, a brand launch, business, music, event, anything, whatever your launch is, you can get in contact with us via our website, elevatestudiouk.com, and we can book in a consultation and we can go through your plans and see how Elevate can help you to have a successful launch. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, and we'll catch you on the next one.